What's going on, trading world? In this video, we're going to discuss why and how you should treat trading like a business. In this video, I'm going to discuss with you why you need to treat it like a business, not a side hustle, a game, or get rich scheme. You see, the only time I ever really made money from trading was when I actually treated it like a real business. Now, luckily for me, I actually owned and operated a family business before, so I knew the accountability, the hard work, the dedication, and the low margin of error that was required to run that business. And I thought to myself, you know what? Why don't I take this same principle and apply it to my trading? Once I did that, that was the first time I ever had a profitable month. All right, in this video, we're going to discuss how you should treat trading like a business and not a side hustle, a side thing, a game, or a get rich scheme. You see, the only time I ever really made money was when I actually treated it like a business. In this video, we're going to discuss three things. Number one, what does it mean to actually treat trading like a real business? Number two, why should you actually treat trading like a real regular business? And number three, how to actually go about doing it. So let's go. Okay, so number one, what does it mean to treat trading like a business? For me, I 100% believe that you need to treat trading like a business to be successful. All right, for example, let's say you start a business, okay? Over the span of 3 years, you do everything correctly. Payroll, accounting, you manage the business, the marketing, the products. There is still roughly a 40% chance that that business will fail. Now, if you apply that to traders, right? Traders that come into the game for 3 years, I would say 90+% of these traders fail at trading. And they don't just fail at trading, they leave trading completely and walk away from Forex. They can call it a scam, whatever. And I believe 100% of the reason why these people fail is because they never take it serious enough. They never actually convert it into a real business. For a lot of those people, it can be a game they're playing, they're gambling, or they're keeping it as a side hustle, or they want to get rich quick. It's none of those things. A real business requires a real plan of action, okay? A real business plan. If X happens, you do Y. If Y happens, you do X. If you're having a bad day at your business, right? In the past business that I used to own with my family, if I was having a bad day, I couldn't just go and write a check for the wrong amount or leave the door open overnight or something stupid like that. So why would you make these unacceptable mistakes that are not accepted in any other business, the same mistakes in trading? So that's number one, right? What does it mean? It means that you need to treat trading like a real business. If you had a real store, a real business, you would follow everything that you could to make sure that store ran and you would never make any stupid mistakes. But we still do that with trading anyway. So that's number one. Also, quick interruption. If you guys like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think at the end of this video. All right, number two, why to do it, okay? When you start treating trading like a business, it is no longer a hobby. It's no longer a game. It's no longer a side hustle, and you stop comparing yourself to other people. Now, a small piece of advice. If you know anybody who runs a business, who owns a business, maybe a family member, a friend, go shadow them for a day, all right? A real business. Go see how they run it. Go see how serious they are, how effectively they run it, and how small of a margin they leave themselves for errors, okay? The real traders, and I'm talking about the real traders, not these IG gurus, the real traders that are really about this life have a full plan in place for the whole year, for every quarter. They have a rough estimate of how much they're going to make. If something happens, they're going to do this. If that happens, they're going to do this. How they're going to control their capital, how much they're going to pay themselves. All of these things are part of the plan. For example, part of my plan is anytime I do a funding company challenge, right? And I pass that company challenge. All I do is I aim for 2% so I can get my money back. I can get the refund back. My business that put up the $500 to do the challenge, I want that money back right away. So what I do is even if I make 1, 2, 3%, I apply for a payout so I get my initial investment back and a little bit more. That's something that's part of my plan. I also have other things that are part of my plan, okay? For my personal account, anytime that I make money every single Friday, I will do a withdrawal. That's a written rule. No matter what happens, even if I make 1%, even if I make $10, I'm withdrawing every Friday. This has become a systematic plan for me that now I follow all the time. So when you do things like this, when you have actions like this in place, it makes it much more serious. And this is something that I teach in the LP trading program. And this is just a brief summary of why we should do it, okay? Any business that's running out there, any trader that is actually making a true income from trading, they treat it like a business, and this is why they do it. All right, number 3. So how to actually treat trading like a business. Before I ever made my first $3,000, I went and opened up an LLC. Okay, I went and opened up a company. I went and thought of a name about it. I opened it up. I registered it. I had to send a bunch of documents in. I had to search for the name. I paid $480 to get it done. I got the articles of incorporation. So once you incorporate a company, right? Once you think of a name, you've taken it to the next level. You've made it a bit more serious. So when I registered my company in early of 2021, it was getting serious. I had it written down. I had it written on my desktop. And what I did was I came up with certain rules for the business, okay? And for trading, it was just like, how much am I willing to lose this week? How much am I willing to risk this week? When will I stop trading? At what profit targets? If I make 3%, will I stop trading or will I continue? So when I actually wrote these rules down, okay, so my risk parameters, I actually started following them. I don't know what happened or why it happened. Maybe it was that I started taking it seriously. I actually thought of it like a real business. I started following my risk parameters for the first time. And you know what happened for the first time? I actually had my first profitable month, and following that was my first profitable quarter. And I kid you not, that was the start of my journey to becoming profitable. That was my first profitable year right after the month that I registered my company. I made it real. I made it very visual. I saw it with my own eyes. So how can you actually treat this like a real business, right? Number 1, you need to come up with a name for your business, okay? Whatever it may be. It can be your name. It can be Mark FX. It can be whatever FX. It can be anything that you want to call your business, something capital, whatever, okay? Have a business name that you can create a business plan under. Typically, your business plan will be your risk management plan, okay? What challenges are you going to take? Are you going to apply for funding? Are you going to trade your personal account? When are you going to pay yourself? When are you going to stop trading if you make money on these funded accounts? Once you have a company name, and you're going to need this for tax purposes anyways, right? So once you have a company name, you have a business plan, it's all visual, it's in front of your eyes, you have literally no excuse to not follow this business plan. Because if you don't follow this business plan, that means you're not serious about what you're doing, right? And one of the hardest things about trading is actually following your risk parameters. Risk management can be the hardest thing. It can sometimes be good enough to learn trading, learn the technicals, get your psychology together, but risk management and making a real business plan and putting it all together, just that alone can make a huge difference. All right, now once you create your business plan and you actually start following the rules, I can 100% guarantee that your trading is gonna get much better. So really it comes down to, do you want to put in this effort and actually go through these steps and treat it seriously, or do you want to continue playing games? By the way guys, if you are enjoying content like this, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about treating this like a real business. Are any of you guys actually doing it or planning on doing it?